What's up, B-Warriors? It's War Angel, the Demon Slayer, and I'm here with an updated review on the mobile game Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle. It's kind of like a review slash rant. Because there's some things I like about the update, and there's some things I don't. For one, they updated the intro to the beginning to the main story mode of the game with like updated images and updated like still the same dialogue but just like updated images for whatever reason. So that was, I guess, kind of cool. Updated images and updated like a better, I think what's better about the beginning of the main story mode is when the dimensional distortion starts, it actually shows the distortion beginning. It shows the portal that emerges, that basically creates the Dokkan universe. So the Dokkan universe is a new universe that was created from dimensional distortion, and you have to go through the story and try to figure out why is the dimensional distortion happening, who caused it, and how do you stop it, basically. So you go through the story as Future Trunks, and you're guided by King Kai. I'm assuming it's King Kai of the Dokkan universe. I don't know if it's a different King Kai from a different universe or what. But you're guided by King Kai and your allies and stuff. So, now I will say, for years, they did not update the story mode, the main story mode. Like, they've done multiple things, from adding brand new characters to different events to different storylines that you can play through from Dragon Ball Z and GT, and that stuff's cool and fine and dandy and stuff, but the Dokkan story mode for the main story mode is what I'm mostly interested in, just because it's an original storyline. And I want to get to the bottom of how did the dimensional distortion happen, and how do we stop it, and what happens when we do stop it. What's going to be the ultimate conclusion? What I think, my theory is that it started because of the mystery person at the beginning of the storyline. There's a mystery person that makes a wish on the Dragon Balls. And he says, "Tell me, throughout all of space and time, who is the strongest one that lives?" And Shenron ends up granting the person's wish. And we didn't get an answer. We didn't get the answer of who is the strongest person that lives. But my guess is that because the person made that kind of a wish, that's what started the dimensional distortion. Another weird thing about what they changed in the dialogue part of the story mode, they go from calling it the dimensional distortion to, later on, they keep saying dimension distortion quite a bit throughout the game, instead of dimensional distortion. So they started off saying dimensional distortion and then went to dimension distortion. I mean, yeah, what's the difference, right? But it's just kind of weird. Now, my rant is that, okay, so there's The good side is that they actually finally added more to the story mode. They only added, like, I think a few, they only added a few stages, really. So, a few, you know, and it really was not much of an expansion on the storyline. We didn't really get anywhere. We didn't face any of the, we didn't really get that much stronger. We didn't face any of the main bad guys again. We're just kind of fucking around, doing what we have to do and defeating enemies to get stronger, so we can face the big enemies later on and defeat them, like Majin Buu, who absorbed Grand Supreme Kai, and Cooler, which of course is Frieza's brother, because you gotta face off against Frieza and Cooler again later at some point, I would imagine, and possibly King Cold, because it was said in the storyline that King Cold is on Earth and everything. So we did run back into the henchmen, Cooler's henchmen. So we did get to face off against them again, or at least the leader. But beyond that, there's really not that much that they added to the story mode. I feel like, hey, at least they added something more to it finally after all these years. But they're lazy. They're lazy with it, I feel, because they really didn't put that much effort into it. Like, yeah, I get it. They're doing all this other stuff with whatever, adding more characters, which is cool, and doing all this other stuff. But, like, events and stuff. But I don't really care much about all that. Like, add more characters, that's cool, that's awesome. But please add more to the story mode. Let's wrap this up, because this game's been out for quite a while. It's been out for years now, and the main story mode is still not wrapped up. And it's just kind of annoying. Another thing that I found ironic about the extra part of the story mode that they added is that some of the characters kept on saying, like, I think it was Piccolo, or it might have been, I think it was Piccolo, but the characters kept on saying, okay, let's hurry up and get this over with. And I just kept on thinking, like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. Let's hurry up and get this over with. We finally added some more to this storyline, and you know what? Let's just hurry up and get this over with. Because we're lazy, and we don't want to freaking put that much time and effort into the storyline of the main storyline of the game. So let's just hurry up and get this over with. And I was like, yeah, I see where this is going. And I was right. Because they didn't really add much in there at all. So I was like, I was right. Let's hurry up and get this over with. For what? You really didn't add much in there. There's no real expansion on the main storyline at all. There's very, very little. And, wow. I don't know. I just hope that, hopefully by next year, if it even happens, that they add more, like, quite a bit more to the main storyline. I hope so. Or we could have another 5-6 years to where they don't add anything whatsoever, and we don't get anything for a while. Which, by then, it's like, as much as I like the game, I think the game is cool. Some people love it, some people think it's trash. I think it's pretty cool for the most part. But by then, if they haven't added a significant amount more to the storyline, I don't know. I might just give up on the game. Because, like, I'm trying to figure out where the storyline is going to go, how they're going to conclude it, and what's going to happen. You know, I mean, it's still a cool game, but now I also haven't played through the story mode through, you know, on all difficulties yet. I've beat the story mode again on the easiest difficulty, so I gotta go and play through the main story on the rest of the difficulty levels. So I don't know what they have changed, if they changed anything in the storyline for the other difficulty levels. Because when you play on other difficulty levels, you get to, like, the storyline kind of changes. And it goes to different, you have to go to different areas that were blocked off before on easier difficulties. You have to interact with other characters that you didn't get to interact with before and you didn't get to fight against before. So I don't know if they changed anything with that yet or not, because I haven't beat it 100% again yet. But I'll see. My guess is I'm guessing they probably didn't, and if they did, it's probably not anything all that special. But yeah, so that's my review. I don't know. Like, I give the game, really, for me, I'd say an 8 out of 10, but this game's kind of getting annoying. It's not annoying to play, it's just annoying at how long they're taking with getting the main storyline out. And, you know, expanding on that and concluding it, and it's just taken forever. I mean, I like all the characters that they put in. Like, this game probably has more characters than any other Dragon Ball game, just because of the fact that, like, I mean, you can play as pretty much any character that you can think of. Like, I don't think King Kai is in there as a playable character, and, like, most of the Kais are not in there. But, beyond that, like, most of the characters are pretty much in there. You can even play as Bulma, and also Bulma's daughter, Bulla. So, like, you can even play as characters that were never playable characters in any other game before, and probably won't be playable characters in any other game in the future. So, but yeah, so the amount of characters is really cool, and it's not a boring game to play. It's fun. I just want to see more with the main story. Hopefully we'll get it concluded before another decade passes. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's my review. That's kind of like a review / rant. So 8 out of 10 ultimately for my rating of the game. And yeah, I definitely recommend check it out. If you haven't checked it out, if you have checked it out, let me know what you think. What do you like about the game? What do you not like about the game? What's your favorite part of the game? You know, who's your favorite character to play as? And yeah, you know, just let me know what you think about the game in the comments if you've played it. So that's the video. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless.